What's the unluckiest you've ever been on RuneScape? It's a tough question because most instances of bad RNG never get fully explored. Most people are not forced to keep going for a goal long past when they should have given up. I say most because I'm an exception. I do continue going for useless drops long past the point that I should have stopped. This is my Xtreme Onechunk Ironman, Canifis chunk. I have spent over 5,000 hours on this account unlocking the RuneScape map one chunk at a time. The rules of Xtreme Onechunk Ironman dictate that I have to receive every single collection log slot in every single chunk that I unlock. In the past, I've killed 4,500 Vetion to get an entirely cosmetic pet. I've killed over 70,000 Revenants to attain a 60 attack requirement for Gore's Chainmace, but those were all quite a while ago. Lately, my luck has been much better. Alas, that fact can change at any moment. In this video, my primary goal is to receive the Treasonous ring from Venenatis, an entirely useless ring that, even on my account with barely any gear at all, will be relegated to a dusty corner of the bank, never to be seen again. But for it to gather dust, I must first get the ring. We pick up this story at 1500 Venenatis kill count, already approaching 3 times the drop rate for the Treasonous ring. With 2 1 in 1500 Venenatis spiderling pets in tow already, as soon as I get the ring, I can roll a new chunk. So let's get it, shall we? Now, rather hilariously, because my willow tree died and I've run out of them, I decided to cash in a frog token to get the lamp that I needed to get 57 farming, which is a massive level for me because I can now use the garden pies that I have in the bank from Puro to boost up to the level to plant saplings, which is going to be massive, and it's going to massively increase my XP per day in farming. But rather hilariously, I also got given another lamp. So like literally as I got my lamp from Thessalia from the frog token, a genie dropped in and gave me another one. So I need to decide what I'm going to use these on. And I feel like I've got 2 options. One is construction, but I feel like it's best to not risk that yet. Because if I roll into Tavali with 10 construction, then I'm going to be landed with like construction and Herblore all at once. So I prefer to keep that at level 8 for now and try and like not do that. But on the other hand, the other option is Slayer. And I feel like that is a good option because why not? It's the only other skill that I can't really train. And yeah, surely we're going to be getting some levels, right? Right, so we've got our stack of U-seeds that we accrued over the course of 84,000 Revenant kills. And we can't obviously put them in here, but with our garden pie boosting us... Hold on. Don't want to have that set to left-click drop. Let's reset that. Eat that. With our garden pie boosting us, we can, which is pretty nice. Now, I think I also need to boost to be able to plant these, so I might need to use both doses of this garden pie, but our used saplings are almost ready, and this is so exciting because these are going to be about, I don't know, 17,000 farming XP per day, which really is not too bad. Right, so we are ready at the patch with our first used sapling, which I'm guessing I can't plant. No, I do need the level 60, so chuck the used sapling in there. There we go. And very specially, we do not need super compost because due to unlocking the cactus patch in Al-Kharid, we have a ton of cactus spines. So I can just pay this fella 10 cactus spines and he will look after my patch for me. I'll make sure that patch grows for you. So in about 6.66 hours, this used sapling will be fully grown and we'll be able to harvest it for about 7,000 XP, which is massive. So that is going to be something that I'm going to absolutely love, and this farming level is going to go up rapidly. Oh, the onyx bolt tips bait every single time. Every single time. Come on, then. Yes, red spider's eggs. I love getting those. Love getting those. 500 at a time. That is truly ridiculous. Like 80,000 Herblore XP one day. The other day, I found out I was paying for 2 Netflix subscriptions and had been for over 18 months.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Well, if you want to avoid a similarly depressing fate, today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to save you. Rocket Money is an all-in-one personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better. Once connected to your bank account, Rocket Money can identify all of your subscriptions and condense them into one list, allowing you to identify where you're spending your money, what to budget for accurately, and giving you the ability to select the ones you don't want anymore and cancel them with just a few taps. Additionally, with just a couple of other taps, Rocket can help in negotiating your bills, such as your internet and phone bills, without you lifting a finger. Let the app's negotiators go to work for you, trying to get you the best possible rates. Take control of your finances today. Go to rocketmoney.com/Fray to get started for free. We might actually get away. Oh my god, no. Yes! It looks like we're getting away with it. As long as I've got the run energy, we're good. Huge 99 magic coming through for the splash. Yes! I got away and saved my 4 Mystic Bow Staffs, but crucially, I saved my ether. And with that kill, we're hitting officially 3 times dry on the ring. Neither me nor any of my teammates have seen one in 1,536 kills of Venenatis. That is brutal. And 4 kills ago, at 1,532, it became the fact that if 20 people had done 1,532 kills, on average, 19 of them would have got the ring, and 1 wouldn't. And that 1 is me. Why am I like this? Oh! There is the second Voidwaker gem. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Sadly, not the item that we want, but at least it's a spare so that we can, assuming we get 2 Voidwaker hilts one day when we get Callisto, we can now sort of risk one. So it is nice to get a Voidwaker gem, even if it's not the drop that we want. But now all I want is the ring. So please, give me the ring. What? Why is this guy saying he hopes I die IRL? What? What? I'm so confused. That's got to be a bannable offense. Surely that's a bannable offense. Right, rather excitingly, we're about to check the health on our first U tree. 7k XP, that is absolutely massive. Pay to have it put down. Chuck another U in. And I don't have my garden pie. So I'll go get that and plant it. And then it'll be ready for another 7k XP when I wake up. And here is 1,600 kill count, still awaiting the ring. Surely we get it soon. Like, come on, this is really just getting out of hand. And here is the next U tree coming in for 59 farming. Not long now until I won't have to boost for the U trees, and that will just feel... I don't know why I just super composted that. Guess it's some free XP. But we can obviously pay for it to be done, and then we can get back to it. So, what, 4 more U trees to get level 60, which I think will be, well, this one, and then 3 more, which will be tomorrow. Tomorrow evening when I get 60. That'll be pretty cool. It's that same dork with the fucking salad robes. How am I not getting away from this fucking nonce, honestly? Oh, you gotta rank the people in the salad roads. It's like, come on, do something. Learn to PK. Jeez. Oh no, we're cooked. I think I should be all right. I think I should be okay. Or not. Or not. Or not. No, the TV sold it. Oh, that was a rip. That was a rip, boys. Ah, oh, it's so bleak. No, look at the loot. The loot. No. Oh, that is shit. No teleport. I didn't even have a level 30 teleport anyway because I forgot to find my ring. Oh no, that's so grim. Oh, I did not realize, but I hit 1,700 kill count on the last kill. 300 to go until 2,000. Surely I can get the ring, or at least see the ring if I'm with a duo partner before 2,000. Come on. Oh my god. Oh, there's a unique Fangs of Venenatis on 1707. No ring yet. Well, we just got 275 red spider's eggs on that last kill, which puts me up to over 15,000 red spider's eggs now. Which is nuts. So at least there is a silver lining to going 3.5 times dry for this stupid ring, which is that we're going to be absolutely caked for herblore supplies. And here is 1,800 kill count, and still no ring seen. 200 to go to the big 2,000. Come on. It is my goal to reach 70,000 subscribers by the end of the year and 100,000 by the end of 2026, so that I can get my grubby hands all over that YouTube play button. Over my last 7 videos, I've averaged over 125,000 views per video, so that audience is definitely there. Thank you so much. However, still less than half of you watching are subscribed. You probably think you are subscribed because my videos always appear on your homepage, but alas, you still probably are not. YouTube is weird like that, so please just check down below the video if you're subscribed and click the button if you aren't. It will make this gamer's day, and it costs you nothing. Cheers, lads. Right now, I'm about to get the sickest level that I've had in a long while, which is level 60 farming. You can now grow yew trees, but I've already been growing them for a while with my garden pie, but it means that I now no longer need to boost to be able to plant my yew tree, so I can just stick it in, pay the fella, come back in 7 hours, and do another one. So we're getting about 21k farming XP per day on these yew trees, and that's only going to go up once we hit 75 for the magic trees. So our farming grind is definitely getting on its way now. It is update day again, and we know what update day means, and it means head over to the gem trader and buy as many emeralds as possible. I think if I just do this alone every week or every time they update the game, which, let's face it, they keep messing up updates, so it's usually more than once a week. I think this will be enough to bank the 99 rune crafting worth of emeralds over time. Oh my god, I saw the collection log pop up and I thought I'd got the pet. Can you imagine? Can you actually imagine if I had got the pet? That would have been crazy scenes. Hespori seed though. Guess that's relatively cool. Is that our 194th collection log slot? Not too bad. I love the fact that I've gone so unexpectedly dry on this grind that the widget that we've got has broken and now it's going off the end because the numbers are all getting too big. Once we hit the 2,000 kill count, I reckon the M will totally go off the end then. Why am I like this? Why is my RNG like this? What the fuck? There's that back-to-back onyx bolts. Back-to-back onyx bolts with a massive 2.4 mil loot in the invent. That is mad. 2.5 mils worth of onyx bolts. That's crazy work. And with this kill, we're hitting 1900 kill count. Just 100 to go until we hit 2000 kill count in pursuit of the 1 in 512 drop. Honestly, why am I like this? Why could I not just get the ring in a normal amount of kill count? What is wrong with me and this account? Just been wearing a fucking diamond amulet for 2 trips? Taking the fucking piss. How did I not notice that? Oh my god! Voidwaker gem number 3! Oh, as if I insta picked it up as well. I wanted to see what it looked like on the floor. No, I can't even do it. I said to myself, the next time I get a Voidwaker gem, I'm going to see what it looks like on the floor. And I didn't. But at least it's a good drop. If we're going to get random other uniques that aren't the ring, we'll take the Voidwaker gem. There we go. Nice trip. 500 red spider's eggs. Voidwaker gem. Absolutely beautiful. 1,974 kills. Lovely. Oh, I thought that you have a sneaking suspicion that you would have received an elite glow. I thought that was another pet for a second there. Can you imagine? And with this kill, we are hitting 2,000 Venenatis kills after getting the pet on 17 kills. What on earth am I doing here still? This is not okay. My RNG strikes again. This is like Vetion, but somehow worse. I feel like not getting the Vetion pet till 4.4 thousand, bit more understandable. Not getting the ring at 2,000 kill count. What am I even doing? Dry chunk strikes again. 2,000 kills. Oh, that's good. Oh, the tally block and everything. That is things you love to see. Oh, 2 of them. Brilliant. Oh my god. At least I didn't have any good loot on me. Oh well. 2,000 kills at Venenatis. Complete. And with this kill, 2001, we're officially hitting a 98% likelihood that I should have the ring by now. So if 100 people had killed 2001 Venenatises, 98 of them would have the ring, and me and 1 other unfortunate fellow would be the only ones without. If we go about 350 more kills into this grind, we'll be hitting 99%, and I would be the only one out of 100 people that didn't have it. So hopefully we don't get there and we can get it in the next 350 kills at some point. And there is Dragon 2H number 5, I think. Technically counts as a unique, I guess. Probably the worst unique that we can get, but it technically counts. Just give me the ring. Just give me the ring. No, with that kill, we actually just hit the top 200 rank at Venenatis, which sounds quite impressive, but it is not my highest one because my rank at Vetion is rank 6. Surely we don't get to rank 6 again, right? Oh no! I'm getting attacked! Panda! Run north! Run north, Panda! I'm cooked! No, it's the same fucking guy! No, it's singles as well! I gotta run into multi. Right, I gotta run into multi like now. Oh no! Oh no, boys, this is no good! Panda, save me! Come on! Oh my god, it's in singles! No way! Yes! Come on, NSO! Big up, NSO! Let's go! And with this kill, we are officially hitting 4 times dry of the Treasonous ring. The driest I've ever been on this account, I believe, was for the mace. The mace was about 4.5 times dry. So in another like 250 kills, we're going to be officially 4.5 times dry and our driest chunk ever. So one of the things to bear in mind with my unluckiness on this is that, again, excluding the kills that I did with teammates, I've, based on my strength XP gained on this grind, I've done about 1,550 solo kills worth. In 1,550 solos, you should have received 27 unique drops at this point. You know, that's not including the pet, but all the others. So the fangs, the Voidwaker, the ring, the dragon pickaxe, and the dragon 2H. I've had 15. So I'm 12 uniques short on my kill count, which is almost half of the uniques that I should have had. So if we can just turn that around, you'd think that the ring would become quite likely. So hopefully, our long run can come soon and we will turn that around to average. First kill of the day, and we bag ourselves a Fangs of Venenatis straight off the rip. It is a unique. It is a unique, but it is the most common one. So come on, let's hold that energy though for the rest of the day, and hopefully get, like, you know, a handful of uniques. If we get a handful of uniques, there's a good chance one of them will be the ring. Oh, hello. No. Why do they mix up the options? Why is that a thing? I'm like, oh, that is gutting. All right, -1 lamp for me. And we just hit 2200 KC. Had to run out on a PKed at that exact moment, so no idea what my loot was. But we're at 2200, and it certainly was not the ring because it's not in the collection log. So onwards and upwards we go. Are you fucking joking me? Dragon 2H number 6. Leave me alone and just give me the drop I need. We're approaching 4.5 times dry at this point. Come on! Oh, that was an escape and a half. Oh my god. Oh, Fangs of Venenatis again for the second time in one day. Is that the 7th one? The 7th one of those? We still don't have a single ring. Honestly, this is... do you know what? I'm enjoying the boss, and if I'm going to go dry anywhere, going dry here is fine. But, come on. Stop taking the piss. You're my good luck charm after you got one, like last week or whatever. This is it, Amber. For you. Oh my god! We got it! She actually was! Oh my god, somebody in my chat, right, got the ring last week, right? They just joined my live chat on Kick, and then I literally got the ring on the first kill. Are you fucking what? Are you joking? Yes! We fucking got it! 2,293 kill count, and we are out of there. Yes! Oh my god, come on! I'm buzzing with that. Yes! Yes! Oh! That is massive. That is absolutely massive. Collections logged, Venenatis and Spindle. Green! Yes! Yes! I can't believe that! That is literal madness. Oh my god. And that is very nearly chunk complete, but not quite. I got the ring. It only took 4.5 times as long as it should have done, making the Treasonous ring my driest grind ever. But now all I need to do to complete the chunk is imbue the ring, doubling its stats, and then I will have achieved the best in slot stab bonus that comes with the ring, as well as the collection log slot that we just got. We have two options for this: Soul Wars, which we've definitely seen enough of in this series, or the PvP arena, which is not only faster, but we unlocked it very recently. So let's give it a go. So I had to cut all of the live commentary because I accidentally recorded the music over all of it. Whoops. However, I just wanted to take a moment to discuss the abomination that is the modern Al-Kharid PvP arena. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that this is one of the worst pieces of content that I have ever had the displeasure of taking part in, which is doubly frustrating because it's 80% of the way there to my perfect vision of how to solve PvP in old school RuneScape. So, firstly, let's talk about the minigame itself. It's a 1v1 with an opponent with whatever gear you like. Big tick right there. However, that's kind of where the good stuff ends, which is ludicrous. The interface has got to be one of the least intuitive interfaces I've ever seen. You have to join the friends chat for the minigame, join, then inexplicably join again, and then after every fight it kicks you out and you have to do it all again with the multiple joining thing. It's absolutely bonkers. Next, you have to go to a specific world to do the minigame. Not an issue in of itself necessarily, but the kick in the teeth is that those worlds just don't work. You do about 3 or 4 fights, and then after that, the minigame starts to kick you out whenever you're trying to join a fight. So you go upstairs, you join the fight, and it just boots you out. And the only way that you have to fix it is to re-log into another non-PvP arena world. Just so painful again. Next, there's just no incentive to fight everyone. They gutted the reward shop aside from imbue scrolls and surge sacks, and so everyone there is just an Iron Man looking to imbue their first Berserker ring, and the fastest way to get points is just to leave immediately, not fight, so you can't even PvP with anybody. And worst of all, I mean, not worst of all in terms of playability, but definitely worst of all in terms of betraying what a shoddy pile of shite this content is and how little effort went into it. You literally cannot see how many points you have or what you can spend them on unless you're on a main game world, i.e. not the PvP arena world. So you literally have to hop out of the PvP arena world to check if you have enough points for the ring imbue that you want to do, and if you don't, hop back again or ridiculous. It's just so lazy and poorly thought out. And I pray one day Jagex can pull their finger out and invest some time, effort, and money into creating a proper PvP arena style minigame, because right now it's awful. Anyway, next clip. Right, and due to the fact that you last bit of moaning about this content. Due to the fact that you literally can't check how many arena reward points you've got on the dual arena world, we're going to hop back to a regular world and see how many points we've got, and hopefully it will be enough, and hopefully I will be able to imbue the ring relatively easily. So I think I head over here, trade with this fella. Scroll imbuing can be used on various rings and blah blah blah. Grab that, 205 points. Use it on my Treasonous ring. And there we have it. Treasonous ring I. And the last task of this chunk. How painful was that? That was the most painful bit. 2,200 kills at Venenatis. No worries. Bit of dual arena action. Painful. Painful. But it's time to pick the next chunk. And the next one is scary, man, because there is some scary stuff on there now. Hopefully, though, we roll something good. Okay, so we are back in the chunk picker and we can knock off all of these tasks. Obtain a Treasonous ring eye. 2,293 kills later. We can tick that off. Obtain a web weaver bow. Yes, we got that after... I don't know, that one didn't feel too bad. Maybe that was like 200-ish. Obtain a Venenatis spiderling. 17 kill count, not too bad. Fangs of Venenatis, yes. Treasonous ring, yes. Venenatis spiderling again, yes. And Voidwaker. Gem, yes, 835, 825, something like that. All tasks complete though, 7 out of 7, and we can roll again. Let's go. So we are back in the chunk picker with all of the chunks marked, and it's much the same as it was before Venenatis. You know, in terms of chunks we want to be getting, we want to be getting number 12, to get us closer to Slayer. We want to be getting number 23 for exactly the same reason, get us closer to Slayer. We also want number 9. That is the number 1 chunk that I want, because that is Callisto. And now that we have finished the Silk Chasm and Venenatis, we are 2 out of 3 on the Voidwaker. So number 9 would literally be a Voidwaker, which I feel like would be the single sickest thing to happen on a one chunk Ironman. I don't know, maybe that's not true, but to me that would be really fucking awesome. Controversially, I also kind of want number 24, because the mole and and not this state agent here, but the fella that's in here that like takes the mole skins for nests and stuff like that would kind of sort out my Giga Death chunk, which is 99 farming down here. So if we can kind of get this and this one before this, that would be handy. Obviously the odds are with us, but I don't know. And then obviously number 1 would be good as well, because I think pushing towards Nightmare and Theatre of Blood, as well as being thematic, would be really cool as well. Like getting Theatre of Blood would sort out 99 Herblore and would be really cool content. So hopefully we can push down number 1 and start working our way south there. We obviously want to be avoiding number 25, number 26 for Herblore, and we want to be avoiding number 10 for rune crafting. The rest of it, not too bad. So, you know, I guess let's get stuck into it. Okay, so I have marked the Soul Wars chunk and I have marked the Valamor chunk that we need to roll, and without much further ado, it is time to click the button and see what we get. Praying for number 9 and Callisto. But here we go. It started on number 1 on the chunk picker thing, so let's see what we get. Dwarven Mine, Barbarian Village. I feel like that is definitely tasks. I think that might be Motherload Mine, is it? I think. Yes, okay. 89 crafting, craft an amethyst dart tip. 89 mining, mined an amethyst, obviously with a +3 boost, which is not too bad. Obtain the expert mining gloves, obtain the mining gloves, obtain the superior mining gloves, obtain an uncut onyx. That is a meme grind because that is from a gem bag, so that will be getting backlogged. Motherload mine, obtain prospector boots, obtain prospector legs, obtain coal bag, prospector helm, prospector jacket, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's all just the same stuff. Okay, right. So basically, we're doing Motherload mine and we're doing the expert mining glove setup thing. We need to get 89 mining and we need to get 89 crafting, neither of which should be too bad. So we have got grinds. We're not going to be doing a massive long chunk rolling session, but these grinds won't take long. I think they'll possibly take 1 or 2 days would be my guess, possibly a little bit longer. But let's get into the chunk and see what it's like. Okay, so we're at the entrance to the chunk. Here we go. Interesting chunk, though, in that now this Falador grind is there, ready to go. So we can now roll both of the Falador chunks, so we could potentially end up with a bagged plant grind if we're not careful. But the interesting part of this chunk for me is definitely going to be down the trapdoor in here. Where is the Motherload mine and such? Looks like it's down at this far end. This is such a nostalgic place for me because I believe, is that Dragon Slayer? Is that something to do with Dragon Slayer? I remember that door from my childhood very, very fondly. But we've got a dragon pickaxe, we've got an infernal pickaxe, and so hopefully this chunk won't be that bad. And post commentary Fray will be with you shortly to discuss all of the things we've got to do, the best ways to do them, and how I'm going to be doing it. A new chunk with new grinds. I'm genuinely thrilled to be doing something normal for once. It's always getting pets, or getting 99s, or getting stupidly rare collection logs that I can't even use. So something normal is great. In terms of what is required for this chunk, there is actually quite a lot. But at this stage of Canifis chunk where I'm pretty progressed, none of the grinds are that bad. Firstly, 92 mining to mine an amethyst. Luckily, I'm already 87 from the monastery chunk and have the dragon pickaxe, which gives a +3 boost. So this is actually only an 89 mining grind, a level I'll comfortably get going for the collection log slots in this chunk anyway. The only other level requirement in this chunk is 89 crafting for an amethyst dart tip. Again, I'm already 88 crafting and have literally tens of thousands of uncut rubies and diamonds in the bank, so this is pretty light work. There are also 3 diary tasks in the Falador diary, tasks ranging from easy to hard, but all of which will take a few seconds each. Lastly, we have the collection log slots that are required. Full prospector, which will take a while, but lots of mains and Ironmen do this all the time, so definitely nothing to be scared of. On top of the outfit, I also need the gem bag and the coal bag from Motherload Mine 2. Again, nothing to be scared of. In addition to the Motherload Mine segment of the chunk, the other main component is yet more mining, this time in the Mining Guild to gather unidentified minerals. These can then be traded for the mining gloves, expert mining gloves, and superior mining gloves. That's it for this chunk. Not too bad, really. Well, actually, it is too bad. On the chunk picker, you may have seen the uncut onyx requirement. We will not be going for that. The drop rate for the uncut onyx from bags of gems is 1 in 100 million rolls, or rather 1 in 100 million gold nuggets, which would take about 250 billion mining XP to achieve on drop rate. Or to think about it another way, if you did Motherload mine for 8 hours a day, every day, it would take you 1,426 years to complete. Well, I say complete, I mean have a 66% chance of getting the onyx. If Jesus and his 12 disciples were all immortal and they'd all been spending 8 hours a day at Motherload Mine from when they were born in 6 BC until today in 2025, 2 or 3 of them would still not have the uncut onyx today. So, for obvious reasons, we will not be getting the uncut onyx on the grounds that it is a meme grind. Having done this grind for a little bit of time now, probably like, I don't know, 10% of the way there in terms of golden nuggets, it's so nice just doing a grind that people do. Like, people just do this for fun, like on their main accounts, on their regular Iron Man accounts. I think it's probably the first time I've just done something normal. So I'm really happy about it. I'm loving it. It's the first AFK thing I think I've done in a while as well. So that's really, really nice. Getting a lot of mobile games in. I'm going to get a lot more mobile games in. But yeah, this is pretty cool, and we're getting pretty close to uploading. We're getting pretty close to unlocking the upper level, which will hopefully make things even better. And so, pulling these golden nuggets from the sack, we hit 102, and with 102, I was doing it on mobile and just came out to record, we can speak to Prospector Percy. Is there anything else I can unlock? Here we go. Restricted mine access, 100. nuggets, and there we go. We can finally get onto that top level and start getting far faster nuggets per hour. In fact, is it faster? It's marginally faster because we start slightly closer to the hopper, but the AFK periods are for longer. So instead of it being, I think, 23 to 27 seconds, it's 36 to 40 seconds. And with another 50 nuggets, which we're not that far away from, I'll be able to deposit my my what's it called, pay dirt, into this hopper here instead of going all the way down to there, which doesn't look like far, but it adds up over time. So I'm going to be very excited to start mining up here and hopefully get this unlocked soon. I think getting this hopper next is my best bet over the bigger sack, because obviously my sack is massive already. But yeah, we'll get this hopper first, then we'll get the big sack, and then I think we'll start working on like the gem bag and stuff, and the coal bag and the prospector outfit and that kind of stuff. But yeah, we'll start on this first. And there is 88 mining, which puts us just one level away. Obviously, we need 92 for amethyst, but with the +3 boost from the dragon pickaxe special attacks, we only need 89. In green logging, Motherload mine, and the mining guild, I will definitely get past 89. So the mining grind, quote unquote, is basically just passive, but it's nice to get the levels up. It'll be nice if we get to 90. I hope we get to 90. So the other element of this grind that I need to do is that I need to, let's have a look, trade with this fella. I need to get myself the combined mining gloves, which I think are expert, and for those I need both of these. I only need 140 minerals plus maybe some to add them together. I don't actually know what the overall amount is that I need, but I certainly need at least 140, so let's start there. I believe the fastest way to get these is at mining iron ore, and I've got two choices really. I need to either use the dragon pickaxe and keep all the ore, or use the infernal pickaxe and like have an easier time mining. Now, controversially, I'm thinking that I'm not going to keep the iron ore, which is possibly a bit of a bad idea, maybe, but I'm taking a chance because the only possible smithing task I can get from now, where I've got 97 smithing already, is to get 99 smithing as a task, and that chunk is all the way down here at Thurgo's hut here for the smithing skill cape. Now, I mean, that's like what, a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chunks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 chunks down this way. So it's quite far away, and I'm banking on the fact that I will probably get other stuff to get smithing XP in that time. Luckily, because I went so dry at Venenatis, my gold ore stack is back up to 53,000, which is like 1.1 mil smithing XP. So I've already got 98 banked. I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is just burn through this iron ore. It's not going to be that much anyway, to be honest, in terms of like getting 99 smithing. So I think I'm just going to go through it, because if I get the Callisto chunk here, which is, you know, it's far more likely that I roll this than I roll all the way down to Thurgo's hut, I will get the 99 smithing from the gold ore from Callisto, most likely. Also, I have access to the Giant's Foundry down here, where I definitely have 99 smithing banked in that, because I've got all these rune plate bodies, I've got all these adamant plate bodies. So we're going to take a bit of a relatively safe gamble here, and we're going to opt for the infernal pickaxe, and we're going to burn through it and see how it goes and see what the XP per hour is. Okay, and there is our first mineral. Looks like we're getting about 70k XP per hour at the iron, which is pretty good. I forgot how click intensive it is actually dropping ores though. So yeah, this is going to be a slightly tougher grind than I imagined, but hopefully it will go quick. I've been informed that I need 180 unidentified minerals, which isn't too bad. It's about 18,000 iron ore, which sounds like a lot, but doing it this quickly should take about 9 hours, I think. Not too bad. Okay, so we just hit 40 unidentified minerals, and so I can now afford just the mining gloves. And there is a nice little collection log, and I can just equip those. And I believe what these are going to do is make it that when I mine an iron ore, there is a chance that, and there we go, there is a chance that the rock doesn't deplete. Don't know if that really helps me much, to be honest. What's the chance on this? I mean, it's proccing like all the time. What? What's the chance on this? What? What just did not stop? I thought this would be like quite rare. It just procs every single time. What? I'm really baffled. Okay. Fair enough. Is it 100% chance? Is that useful? Oh, what? So I can just like, is it 100%? I can't decide. This is a bit of a bizarre item. I don't know if I like this or not. I really don't know if I like that. Oh, can I go this way? Surely not. Oh my god, I can go this way. Can I? Can I? Yes! Oh my god, I did not know I could go around that way. That is so nice. I've been going over the top and like down through the monastery. Oh, that's so good. I'm buzzing with that. And with the 50 fragments that we now have in my invent, as well as the mining gloves that are in my bank that I decided not to use because they're really bad for this grind, we're halfway done with the minerals, and it's taken 4.5, nearly 5 hours. So looking like a sort of 9.5 to 10 hour grind in total, which is not too bad, I guess. Those mining gloves, though, for doing this are actually really annoying. Because when I'm mining with a dragon pickaxe like normal, right, it either takes 3 ticks or 2 ticks. Most of the time, 5/6 of the time, it takes 3 ticks, right? So it's pretty predictable, like when I need to make my next click. And if it does proc and it does a 2 tick, I'm kind of ready for it, right? But when you use the mining gloves and you're doing 2 rocks at a time, it's like it takes 6 ticks half the time. It takes 5 ticks 1/3 of the time, and then it takes 4 ticks like a 1/6 of the time, or some bollocks like that. Either way, it's way less consistent, and it makes mining these ores so annoying. So I don't know why anyone would use just those like vanilla mining gloves. Maybe like the really high tier ones that I'm eventually going to get, the expert ones, are good for amethyst or something. But the low tier ones are just the most irritating items to use in the world. Now it is update day again, and so we're going to be trading the gem trader. Nice that we just got some before the update. But we're going to be trading gem trader and buying our emeralds in preparation for the 1-day rune crafting grind. Well, no, the rune crafting grind we're going to get 1 day. It's going to take a lot more than 1 day to do. But one thing I realized is that with this Motherload mine grind, I'm going to be able to get the gem bag, and I'm going to be able to use the gem bag for buying these runes, not runes, these gems 1 day. So that will speed things up in the future, which is pretty cool. Hopefully this is an update where I can just log straight back in. Not looking likely. Oh well. And here is level 89 mining, which seems like nothing, but it is actually the goal that we need in this chunk. I need to use my dragon pickaxe spec to get up to 92. I think by the time I finish this chunk, I will get at least 90, so I'm not going to bother doing the mining amethyst yet. I will do it at some point shortly, but there is one of the chunk goals done. 89 mining. So I've been doing quite a lot of farm runs in the background, and here we are getting 68 farming, which is a pretty cool level because we can now do palm trees. Sadly, I do not have access to a palm tree patch, but we can continue onwards with our yew trees. Very, very nice that I got that cactus patch in North Al-Kharid to continue farming these cactus spines so that I always have protection for the yew trees. We're up to 68, which is half of the way to 75, and then, you know, once we've got 75, we can start doing magic trees, and our farming level will just keep on growing. The goal is definitely to get to 82 as fast as we can, because if we unlock this chunk here, or now that we've kind of rolled a bit closer to it, this chunk here, if we get one of these herb patches, we're going to need to get 85 farming / 82 with a garden pie boost as an active task. So if we can get up to 82 before that, that would be golden, because then we can just, you know, roll that chunk, plant the torstal seed, and move on, rather than having to actually grind out farming by, you know, planting watermelons and snape grass and blah, 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 blah. So that's the farming goal. We're going to keep doing it in the background. I've been doing my yew trees every 7 hours for the entire time since we rolled this chunk, and I'm going to continue doing so. And there we go, 140 unidentified minerals, which means we can buy the superior mining gloves, and then we can talk to this fella here, and we can combine our mining gloves. It requires 70 mining, we'd want 40 minerals, which we do have, that's fine. Combine my gloves, and there we go, expert mining gloves achieved, which have one of the weirdest effects I've ever seen. And it's not weird, it's just like very not old school RuneScape. Check this out. So if you've not used these before, this will be weird. 1, 2, oh, what? What? It's supposed to do 4. Oh, okay, there we go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, how fucking crazy is that? Honestly, like, that will be good when I'm wanting to, like, bank iron ore, I feel like, how, like, this is relatively AFK. I could just stand here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could even mine coal in between. Like, it's just, this is so relaxed now. Oh my god. But, crucially, that is one of the tasks done. So now all we need to do is do our Motherload mine. And for that, we're going to be using our regular dragon pickaxe instead of our infernal. We're going to be grabbing our golden nuggets. And we're just going to be getting stuck in. So with this deposit here, I'm hoping that I'm going to get at least 1 golden nugget. And that 1 golden nugget, which we did get, is going to be enough for my boy Prospector Percy to give us access to the restricted hopper, which is the little hopper up here, which is definitely going to be nice for depositing my ores into. Now, I've just jumped into the chunk picker, and the reason that I've done so is because I wanted to draw your attention to these permanent unlockables sections. So, I've not previously actually had these enabled in the chunk picker. I didn't realize it was an option. But I do have some tasks that I can tick off. So, unlock access to the upper level of Motherload mine. Obviously, I've already done that. But crucially, I've also got some ones that aren't to do with this chunk at all, but I have already done. So I have bought a player-owned house. I have bought the Edgeville respawn before anyway. And I have unlocked the free access to Dragontooth Isle from the Ghost Captain with 500 exo tokens. And I have also done the teleport anchoring scroll as well. So I've done those. I just unlocked the super hopper. And so the only other permanent unlockable that I need is the bigger sack within Motherload mine. And then other than that, we're just looking at collection logs and levels and diaries. So I haven't had this done before. So it's nice that all of the stuff that it's requiring from other chunks I have done anyway. But yeah, now going forward, this will now be a thing that you see. I will say, this top hopper is so fucking nice. I'm pretty sure this wasn't a thing, like, when I was here in the past. So this must have been added in the last 2 years or so. Also, massive shout out to Spub. So you guys are probably watching this at least a couple weeks hence. But today was the day where they updated Slayer as part of the summer sweep up. And I'm just hoping, maybe on an off chance, that it's wiped my task from Cristilia, because there is now like oh, well, there's your answer. You're still hunting fire giants in the wilderness. The fucking worst task. One of about 3 tasks that I can't do. Sad. And there is 90 mining. What a pretty sick milestone. And I can now finally mine the size 9 shooting stars without a boost, which means I can do it consistently. So if we do roll the East Falador chunk, we can do all of the shooting stars possible. Pretty cool though. Nice milestone, especially considering the fact that I was 4 mining and 4 smithing like 4 months ago. That's a lot of 4s. Oh, lovely little 6 nugget drop. Things you love to see. No, I don't have my fucking... Oh, I don't want Torstal on me. What are you betting at the bank down here counts as a bank? Grab the Torstal quick before he notices. Oh, yes, here we go. Yes, it doesn't count. Right, we can use this one. Right, how many have we got now? 9. We just need 1 more. Come on, Dr. Jekyll. What I was trying... I forgot the word that it was. Oh my god. The 7. The 7. That was massive. 7 golden nuggets from 1 pull. Things you love to see. Now, I've decided that what I'm going to do is do the diary tasks right now. So I'm going to buy this prospector helm, which is my 199th collection log slot, and I'm buying that one because I need it for a diary. The first diary task I need to do is to repair that strut. That's an easy diary task, and then there's 2 more that I need to do after this one. Second one, I believe, is equip this prospector helm and go in here. That is our hard diary task done, and then we've got 1 more to do within this chunk, and that is to squeeze through this crevice. Where is it? Over here? Here we go. Right, I believe if I squeeze through this crevice, this should be a medium diary task. There we go. I think those are our first 3 tasks in the Falador area, right? That would make sense. Look at... Oh no, we've done one. What's the other one that we've done? First pickpocket Falador guard, of course. Okay, right. So that is all of the diary tasks done. Now, one of the things that I realized is, much like Castle Wars, I don't actually need to keep this prospector gear. There is absolutely nothing about this chunk that means that I need to keep the prospector gear. There is no task to do so. Additionally, I am 97 smithing. I have, you know, a very good chance of rolling the Giant's Foundry as my next smithing grind, at which point I will get 99 smithing anyway, so I do not need the coal bag. The gem bag, now yeah, that might be nice to have, but it is not essential. But if we do that and we buy all these collection logs, that is a whole load of tasks done. And then if I speak to my boy Prospector Percy here, and I buy the bigger sack for the 200 nuggets that I had remaining, we have now completed the Motherload mine. Full Prospector has been purchased. I believe I can check that out on the collection log minigames. Probably. No? Other? Motherload mine. There we go. So green log for Motherload mine is done. The all of the permanent unlocks have been unlocked. And so now all we need to do is get 89 crafting, mine ourselves some amethyst, and create some amethyst dart tips, and then we are done and we can roll another chunk. Thank you very much for this lamp. Very well timed. Put that onto Slayer, and away we go. Look, we're already up to 43. We're doing well. I've got so many lamps doing this grind, so I feel like now I'm out of the wilderness. I mean, out of the wilderness for the next hour or so. Now that I'm out of the wilderness, I feel like I'm getting a lot more lamps. Maybe I'll be straight back in the wilderness after the next chunk roll, but I guess we'll see to that shortly. Now, some of you are probably shouting at the screen something along the lines of, but what about the gold prospector that you're going to need to get when you unlock shooting stars? And you're kind of right, but the cosmetic item is actually just a collection log. So it's the star fragment thing that you've got to buy, and then you use that on your prospector to create the golden prospector, which actually isn't a chunk task at all. So I wouldn't need to do that. I would have to buy this, but I wouldn't have to use it on the prospector. I would just have to get the collection log for this and the celestial ring. The other thing to bear in mind, though, is if I roll that chunk south of the one that I'm in at the moment, this South Valador one, which is the one that unlocks the star mining thing here. I also roll the mining guild, and above ground here is the guy with the mining skill cape. So I would have to get 99 mining anyway if I roll that chunk. And by far my most easy, comfy way to do so would be to just do it at Motherload Mine. So I would end up just getting the golden nuggets back to buy the prospector anyway if I so desired to buy it. So yeah, it doesn't really matter whether I have that outfit now or not. Obviously, the coal bag and the gem bag have some very small utility. Coal bag, really not bothered. Definitely not going to have to use that for any meaningful grind. Gem bag, again, I've got like 98 crafting banked in things like if I look at my diamond stack, like we've got 8,500 diamonds. We've got 14,000 rubies almost. We've got the gold bars to attach them to make some, like, you know, an absolutely crazy amount of rings. We've got loads of dragon hide. We've got loads of battle staffs with the orbs to go with them, pretty much. Like, we've just got an absolute shit ton of XP and crafting banked. So me needing to pick up like 1 or 2 gems at a time, nah, not needed. And there is 89 crafting, which is the level that we need to create the amethyst dart tips, which is rather exciting. So we'll deposit the diamonds. We'll grab, in fact, I've got my dragon pickaxe ready. Is that all I need? Do I need a chisel? The amethyst dart tips? Unsure. I might grab some feathers though, just to see if I can actually make the darts. I'm guessing I can. Right, because I've got this huge dragon pickaxe spec, we've got 2 minutes, hopefully, to mine ourselves a single amethyst. Hopefully we get it, but there's no guarantee. Okay, and there is our 1 amethyst, which I can chisel, turn into amethyst dart tips. I can make amethyst darts, which is pretty cool. And that is our chunk task complete, which means we can get back into the chunk picker and roll another one. So, with the mining of the amethyst, which we just did with our +3 boost from the dragon pickaxe, and crafting an amethyst dart tip, which we just did as well after hitting 89 crafting, we are now 25 out of 25 tasks done in this chunk. It's not technically 25, obviously a couple of them were from before, like the By the Edgeville respawn, but I didn't have them turned on. But these are all now done, and we are free to roll another chunk. So I'll just mark them all up, and then we'll get to rolling. Finally, the Treasonous ring was achieved. It was a brutal yet insanely rewarding grind, and so I just wanted to go over some of the insane loot that I got from the grind and how it's going to be super useful for the future of the account. So one of the first and most obvious things that people think of when they think of Venenatis is the red spider's eggs and the snapdragons. Now, obviously there's a massive disparity here between the red spider's eggs and the snapdragons, which isn't too helpful for me, but it is okay, because if you look here, stat restore potion, red spider's eggs, Harrowlander. Now, one of the main things you get from Chaos Druids is Harrowlanders, so more of these red spider's eggs will get used up than you think. Also, if we unlock herb farming, I do have a decent amount of snapdragon seeds as well, so these two are amazing. That's at least 500,000 herblore XP just in the snapdragons. And, you know, theoretically, anywhere up to about 3.5 million herblore XP in the red spider's eggs if we can get the snapdragons to match. So that's pretty awesome. Another pretty cool thing is that we got this 55,000 gold ore. Now, we had 140,000 gold ore after our Vetion grind that we used up entirely in getting 97 smithing. Now, if we somehow roll an unboostable 99 smithing, which I'm pretty sure is just a skill cape, this 55,000 gold ore could be pretty handy. I mean, this alone is the whole way from level 97 to 98. So That is pretty awesome. We got 16,000 magic logs, which is a lot of fletching and fire making XP. Again, after we got 95 fletching, we were entirely out of like all of our logs, and magic logs and that kind of thing. So good to get a replenishment on those. 6,000 of these Limpwurt roots are from this Venenatis grind. Again, don't quite have the qualms to match these yet, but that right there, that stack is I don't know, over 2 million, I think, Herblore XP, so that is pretty awesome. These are underappreciated, the unicorn horns. One of the hardest herbs to get secondaries for is the Marantil, and so having, where is it? Can't find it. Having the oh, there we go, anti-poison potion, Marantil, and ground unicorn horns. So having the unicorn horns to do that is pretty good. Not going to be a massive amount of XP, but it is going to be some XP. I think it's about 100,000 herbal XP right there that I would have had to go and kill unicorns for eventually. So that's pretty handy. We also got these antidotes, which is our best source of anti-poison for ages. Like this actually counters venom as well, so potentially could be very useful. Like gives immunity to venom, not even counters it, like gives immunity against venom. So if ever we get a Raxor, for example, these could be pretty handy in getting that actually done. And then 10,000 onyx bolt tips we got from this grind, which is nuts. That's like 90 mil in alks just there, and we do have the runite bolts to match these, so we could convert that 90 mil if we really needed to. Obviously we also got the Voidwaker gems, which are pretty good. We got 10 Voidwaker blades, so you know we got more than enough. So you know, if we get the Callisto and we get the hilt, that's pretty good. We've got these leftover fangs of Venenatis, which are, you know, obviously not that useful, but we did crucially get the Webweaver, and the Webweaver is like a legitimately really good weapon. Like, it's got very high attack bonuses, it's got decently high range strength, obviously it gets the wilderness boost as well, so very, very powerful weapon right there. We got the Treasonous ring, entirely useless, and we got the Venenatis spiderling, which is, I think, one of the sickest pets in the game, so I'm pretty glad to have that. Obviously, we also finished Motherload Mine in this video, far less impactful for the future of the account than Venenatis, but it was a fun grind nonetheless, and sets me up with a relaxed mining method for the future too. In the next episode, I will be opening with a chunk roll. I hope it's a good one, and I hope to see you there. If you want to see Canifis Chunk live, then please join me over at kick.com/FrayRS. The entirety of this account is streamed live, and I have the most amazing community over there, and I'd love for you guys to be a part of it. With all that said, I'd like to give a massive shout out to the channel members. As always, they are DevTX, Sinfalls, and VMP Corp, at the channel sponsor /Torvatier. Massive appreciation for those guys. Patrick Wright, Jern Scallon, Talfane Fuckless, and Tommy Rocks at the Amethyst tier. Thank you very much, as well as all of the other channel members that are supporting me in this journey. It does mean a lot. For everybody that watched this video, I can't believe how long it took. I literally can't believe how long it took. But I will see you in the next one, which will be coming out pretty soon. So look forward to that. And yeah, have a good one. Bye.